been nearly a year since the Marshall Fire erupted in Boulder County, driven by really hurricane force winds and ravaging entire neighborhoods. But there is some new information to report just today.
Yeah, it all started as multiple fires at different ignition points that grew together into an unprecedented blaze. Reporter Kevin Vaughn sat down today with Boulder County Sheriff Joe Pell, whose office is heading up the investigation.
A year later, the land and the neighborhoods still bear the scars of Colorado's most destructive wildfire. But exactly how the fire started that caused $2 billion in damages and destroyed more than 1,000 homes,
the wind is so strong.
That is still under investigation.
Our investigation needs to be done accurately and thoroughly and needs to stand the test of litigation and other experts and all of those things.
Boulder Sheriff Joe Pell said this complex investigation has meant hundreds of interviews, work at outside labs, and consultation with experts in things like electrical equipment.
We're not sparing any expense or trying to get by cheaply here. We're trying to get it done in the right way.
His office recently presented preliminary findings to District Attorney Michael Doherty, who requested some follow-up investigation. And while Pelley would not get into details, he confirmed earlier reporting by 9 Wants to Know that evidence suggested multiple ignition points.
That's accurate. There's going to be more than one ignition point. I think we're going to have a couple of fires that started almost simultaneously that grew together into one big fire.
Pelley would not discuss evidence that's been amassed, even in general terms.
I'd rather not, because it's going to cause people to speculate.
Or disclose what's been ruled out, except lightning.
And we'll start the guessing game.
And while the rebuilding is far from complete, Pelley knows that those who lost everything want answers.
It's a high priority, and it's a high priority to do well. I would rather be very meticulous and take all the time we need with this than I would be in a hurry and miss something or be wrong.
Pelley's 5th and final term in office ends in less than 2 weeks. He said it's still possible that the investigation will be finished before he leaves office.